GM, what's up, fam? Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Avatar, the number one podcast in the Metaverse. Today we have, I don't even know, I haven't even, this is awkward. I haven't even gotten an official name, so I don't know what we're gonna be calling you, but the way that I'm saying that is Razul and or the Nobody. I feel like more people know you by the Nobody, your tag. But we're gonna be chatting with the Nobody, and also gonna have another special guest on with him that I think you guys will know and recognize. But before we get into that, I do have to plug these sponsors that we plug every damn episode. Get that out of the way, and then we'll get right into the conversation. First of which is gonna be Metaskins. Metaskins is my baby. It's what I've been building for the last couple of years. Founder keys are available right now. There's not a whole lot I can tell you right now. We're trying to kind of trickle things out here, but founder keys, anyone that has one is going to be getting rewarded pretty nicely here in the near future. So if you haven't picked one up yet, go pick that up. Or if you're more into the trading cards that we're doing, head on over to the cards tab and connect your wallet. Make sure you're on Polygon, and you can put some trading cards to build your own avatars. So yeah, go do that. Love you guys. And then of course, Melee Dose. They are our proud distributor of THC Delta 9. Don't know the science, don't care. It's somehow legal and can get shipped in all 50 states. So if you're into that kind of thing, they got gummies, they got vapes. Tonight, this episode is brought to you by this guy. It is a Mandarin cookie. That's about all it really says. I'm pretty sure that's a strain, but take a puff if you got one. And whenever you are at checkout with Melee Dose, make sure you use code Krafter, Krafter. Get 15% off your order. And now, the main event, the moment you've all been waiting for. What up, chat? I see you hyped. I see you blowing it up. I just noticed it. You guys are the best. You know them. You love them. Wrong screen. There we are. What's up, guys?
Chilling. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? How's everybody doing out there? Sam fam, Twitch, the world, man. Rasul the Nobody right here, man, with Krafter, man. We about to twitch this thing up. Yeah. Sam fam, let me see some emotes in the chat, man. Throw them up. You know what I'm saying? Throw them up for my man Krafter. Yeah.
They're blowing it up. They're blowing it up. What's up, guys? And I really do. First off, I heard it, but let's get one more introduction for my slow brain. Razul, is that Rasul?
Yeah,
Rasul. Is that better? Rasul?
Yeah, that's actually my birth name. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My name is Rasul Elder. You know what I mean? They know me as the Nobody, but I'm Rasul Elder. Which is a really powerful name. Rasul means prophet or messenger, right? So I decided to name myself the Nobody to maybe put some humbleness on that.
Right? Okay. Yeah. No, I dig it. I love that. That's a cool little backstory. What up, chat? Chat is still blowing it up. I love all the emotes.
Shout out Batman, Lexcentric, Vivox, Ikion, Radcon Dad, Ice Pilot. Yeah, y'all already know what's up. You know what I mean? Saying fam, A's in the place, Sparky Snickle. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Furious X, never ever stopping, man. That's right, man. And Vox Machina, yeah.
Hell yeah. Shout out. But love Sam fam, love all you guys. I recognize a lot of these names. Appreciate you guys tuning in. So and gold is
Sam fam. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All 2K in the building. All 24K, man. Yeah, a lot of y'all may not know, man, but the Nobody consists of a lot of bodies, right? So it's not just Rasul the Nobody, right? There's plenty of nobodies behind the scenes and soon to be in front of the scenes, helping push this movement. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, let's you know what I'm saying, give a round of applause for my business partner, R24K, the golden boy in the building. What's going on, K?
Oh yeah. What's up,
Yo,
Kay?
we be chilling. How we do? Appreciate you having us on here, Krafter. Appreciate you inviting me. OG. Let's go, let's go.
100%, 100%. I'm super excited to chat with you guys, and to be completely transparent, I don't know a whole lot of what you've been doing or your backstory or anything other than I just keep seeing you. And I just kept seeing your stuff and seeing I think the recaps I think is where maybe you first like started to pop on my radar. But I just keep seeing your stuff and I love it and I love your energy. And I love just the things that I've been seeing and although it isn't a lot, I know that you've been doing a lot of cool stuff with the sandbox, and that was enough for me to say, hey, we got to get him on the show and figure out what he's all about. And then Kay pops up in the chat. I didn't even realize like the you two were connected. So cool to have both of you on the show at the same time, a little double whammy. So let's get into it by first just giving me and our listeners that don't know you maybe just a little bit of like an origin story,
Yeah.
and then you can kind of fast forward to where we are now.
So I grew up in Jersey City, New Jersey, Kerry Woods housing projects in the 80s during the crack epidemic. And it was a real rough upbringing. Like I got the classic like hip hop artist upbringing, except my dad was actually a successful rapper. And even though I was like, you know, living in these wild places, I always kind of lived comfortably, right? More comfortable than my counterparts, my neighbors, kids around me. You know what I'm saying? We always had a little more. And we always went on vacation and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, I grew up rapping. I learned how to break dance at an early age. I actually learned how to break dance from a legendary break dancer called Crazy Legs in New York. My dad would bring us to the park, and we would learn to dance. And that was all business for him because he was just like trying to get some dancers for his dance crew.
Sure.
So I would do a lot of tours with my dad growing up. He would perform shows with Queen Latifah, Naughty by Nature, Brand Nubians, Buckshot, King Sun, Just Ice, Tretch, Naughty by Nature, like a lot of legendary hip hop acts out of the New Jersey, New York area at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just grew up in that environment and come up in the culture of hip hop, right? I mean, to a lot of people, hip hop is music, right? But hip hop is not music to me. It's a culture, right? I mean, what comprises a culture is clothing,
For sure.
right? It's the way you talk, right? So your language, your food, right? The things you eat, and your traditions, right? Cultural traditions. So hip hop has all of these things, right? And so to me, it's not just music. It's not just America's biggest export, but it's my culture, right? It's in my home. It's in my blood. And so, yeah, I came up in that culture, and so as a young man, I kind of, you know, became popping in my little city. Me and my friends, we formed like a little rap group, and it became very popular. We had the opportunity to tour the world from a young age, and kind of start my career. Now, at a young age, around like, you know, 17, 18, I started learning how to be a recording engineer. And I got most of that information and knowledge from interning at like legendary rock recording studios in Virginia, particularly the spot called Sound and Music Recording Studio, which Hanson and Bach was recorded there, DYOR recorded there, Sparkle Horse, Counting Crows, Jason Mraz, you name it. Like a lot of the legendary rock groups and alternative groups coming out of Richmond, Virginia, recorded at this legendary studio. And the owner and head engineer there, John Moran, was my mentor. He taught me how to record on 2-inch tape MCI machines. You know, I could go into the 1930s and I could run one of those recording studios.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it was like this unique craft that I had learned between like being an engineer, which is like a science and art, and then there's being a hip hop artist. I never merged the two, right? I would go to hip hop studios and do hip hop, and I would go to rock studios and record rock. And they were two separate passions, like, and so they kind of intertwined around that same time when I started joining the punk scene in my community here in Virginia, and I was a very popular performer in a lot of different bands in this area for 2 decades. So I'm pretty popular in my local area. Just for, there's a magazine here called RVA Magazine. I started it many years ago. There's a lot of events, like annual events that go on here that I started. And I've kind of fallen back, and I let the community kind of like have all that stuff, and I just do what you guys see me doing, right? I'm still like a troubadour, trying to live that childhood dream of being a game developer, right? So, I got, to the point where I'm touring on jets, flying to the locations and then flying back home and then flying to the next location after the truck got there. And I wasn't happy, I wanted to do something else. And problem is when you don't learn how to do anything but rap and produce and production, and you want to get out of that, not much for you to do to continue paying for your bills when your bills are like based on your income, right?
Yeah.
And so, I just had to find a way to kind of like make that transition smooth. And in January, I discovered the Sandbox about a month after I got off my last tour. And I started learning how to use it. And within a month, I started making money in the Sandbox, and I haven't turned back since. So I was focusing most of my time up until NFT NYC on building games, working with clients, building assets, and building a name for myself within this, NFT gaming space, which was working out pretty well. And then I started rapping, right?
Yeah.
And it just changed the course of things. It accelerated some things for me. And I wasn't really my intention to like bring my old self into this new world I was going into, but it just kind of made sense to do so.
I think so.
And that's kind of, what brings us here today. So I got like a lot of traction after releasing a song that I dropped after NFT NYC called Alpha Season 3, which I kind of like covertly recorded at the Sandbox event in New York. I kind of had people thinking I was interviewing them, and I was, but I used the footage to make a dope hip hop video when I got back, and it kind of got some traction. And then after that, I dropped another one and another one. I might have dropped 10 songs that month with music videos, and then I started dropping the recaps. And Alpha started. So the first week of Alpha, I dropped the week 1, sold out within 24 hours. The next week dropped, same thing. Next week sold out within 24 hours. The 4th week sold out in 48 hours. The 3rd week the 5th week sold out in 72 hours. But it's beautiful. We're still sold out. We're going into week 7.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. I've been airdropping the week 6 on is going to be airdropped to my holders. Anybody who bought week 1 through 5 will be getting airdrop in multiples, so you can share with the community and hopefully recoup some of the money you've invested in my project. I appreciate y'all. So I'll drop, if you bought 1, then you'll get 2 copies of the corresponding weeks. Currently, there are 2 copies on sale of week 6. So if you go to OpenSea, you look up The Knowbody, or you look up Straight Out of Nowhere, chart-topping songs. Like we topped the charts on the 5th. He was number 8 on the music charts. Word is bomb. My man K stayed up with me all night celebrating, man. It was a beautiful thing, man. I can't. We sell all of our music in Sand. We're the only artists out here selling music in Sand. And I say we because it's not just me, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of nobodies out here, right? Like we all doing this. The Sand fam, we're the ones doing this, right? So I can't take credit at all. Like that's why K is here, because K's been working in the back, like doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Making this thing get to where it's at. I did, get this movement started on my own, but I didn't bring it to the level it's at today. And we're going to keep going further just by, bringing in nobodies. You know what I'm saying?
I fucking love what you're saying so far. Let me I got a lot of different directions we can go with conversation, but let's just stick with where we're at right now and these recaps. So I think these are the recaps, right? That I'm looking at, or maybe you're not following along on the screen, but I got.
They look like sandbox lands.
Yep.
Video in them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
recap.
Oh yeah. I see. Week 5 recap. Yeah. So these recaps, what what first off, what are they? Like what are they getting when they're picking up this NFT? And then I guess what, if there is any, or if it's just the music, like what utility kind of along with that? You kind of already touched on one. If you go into that a little bit, that would be
So
great.
utility is like always a surprise with me, right? Because like when you're purchasing music from a digital artist, right? Music itself is already natively a digital item. So it only makes sense to sell music as NFTs, especially if you want to escape the music industry, right?
Yeah.
All of the holders who've been airdropped um, week 6, some of them have listed them, they started selling. I immediately seen the royalties from those sales hit my account, right? And so this is just really a proof of concept to show other artists, look, it's the same business model, except now we don't have to go chasing down our money, right? And in this case, I can reward the people who have invested in me, right? And so my thing is this: the utility is just that. Utility is the same utility that you would always get by purchasing a CD, a record, an 8-track, or going to a show, right? It is the music. It's yours, right? You can listen to it and enjoy it. However, I've always got something up my sleeve, right? And so I got a lot of beans, like I can drop and I will, you know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly what time in this interview I should do so. But one of those beans is like, before the last week 5 sold out, I let it be known, hey, if you own one of these, the rest of these are being airdropped to you for free, right? And it's not just that. If you own one of week 1 through 5, which are now selling on OpenSea for 200 Sand.
Yeah, that's
okay,
what I'm seeing.
If you own one of those, okay, you're getting airdropped every mixtape I make in multiples for the rest of your freaking life. Hands down. I'm gonna, you invested in me in the early stage. Let's take this ride together.
Yeah, hell yeah. No, I love that concept, and it's something I toyed around with. I mean, as far as just a way that you could give back to a community, I was kind of toying around with what you're doing, where you are now giving them so that then they can go and sell and make a little bit of money back.
If you remember my come up, I started always philanthropically, right? The first thing I did after I won that Flicky competition, thanks, Flick, shout out to Flicky, won that competition because Sand Fam came and showed mad love. They put me to the top. There was bots competing in that competition. They beat the bots naturally, right? You know what I did? I took my favorite NFT, Wizzy the Purple. I gave it to the community, right? That was after I gave away 3 POCs, okay? And then I started giving more NFTs out. I did a whole month of just giving.
Oh yeah.
Right? And not because of a plan, but that's just who I am, right? I felt so much guilt for the love I was getting that I had to give. I had to give to feel like I deserved that love, right? That's just who I am, right? And so the same thing happened when people start showing love, right? Purchasing the music, sharing the music, same thing. You know what? Right? So everything within me is about a community, right? If you come into my Discord, you'll see like it's all community. Everybody has their own place of ownership there. There's nobody important. They could tell me, hey Rasul, like you're timed out. Like, I'll take it. I'll be timed out in my own Discord, right? No problem.
I mean, I feel that. I feel like that would be a funny thing to experience. But I do think that I mean that's the whole idea of these at least in my opinion, that's how like a community should be. Like it's just
these are governance tokens. So there's a bean right there. All right.
Yeah.
And anybody who holds our NFTs knows that they have full okay, jump in here if you want, man. Like when we're working on our stuff, right? Our holders have access to it 24 hours. They can see what we're doing, right? And they can tell us to change it. They can tell us, hey, say this, don't say that. When I'm recording my recap tomorrow night, if you're in my Discord, okay, you can be there. You can watch me record it and you can influence that recording.
Yeah, no, I think that's great. That's that actually like is something that I've been thinking about too myself with like giving access like that to people that are inside of like the Discord. Like, uh, I mean, there's all kinds of different things inside of a Discord that would be a reason why somebody would be able to access you through it, and like run even like running this podcast through the Discord for the live. I mean, although I love all you guys on Twitch, but like if it was there or something, I don't know. There's definitely things like that that it just like brings like that more that feel of a community to the table, and like feel more like you maybe people feel more free to speak up and stuff. I don't know. Just kind of spitballing on that idea, but I think it's cool what you guys are doing. Um, for the recap, I don't think I've actually ever play on it. I didn't realize that you play on them.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like you own that, right? But it's to share, right? So everyone can listen to it. All these songs, no matter if you own the NFT or not, you can listen to the whole thing. There's nothing gated back there. The only thing that gates is it's a token. So once you log into my Discord, you can come knock right on my door. I mean, you don't even have to knock. You can come straight to me. I'm here.
Yeah, yeah. Is your Discord is behind a token gate?
It's token gated.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you own any sandbox assets, you can come in. If you own the Nobody Pass, which I'll be talking about some of the utility that comes with tonight, then you can get in. If you own any of my wearables through the sandbox, the Nobody Night Owl jersey or the Night Owl snapback cap, you can get in. If you own a doggy, you can get in. If you own a flicky, you can get in. If you own any of the recaps, you can get in. Anything I'm missing, Kay?
I think that was it. You said flickies, doggies, recaps, nobody pass, sandbox assets.
Yeah. Anything I'm missing? The stuff we were just talking about, you want to like add to?
Oh yeah, no, it's exactly what it is. It's yeah, the Snoop Doggies. I'm not sure I say sorry. Amadana Briona 7. But yeah, so exactly what it is we pretty much work all day, and we're in the Discord doing it. And Amadan, appreciate you, Amadan. And so if you ever want to hop in and see what's going on and see what we're working on, we're right there. You have access to us. We're working every day. You may get some beans.
Yeah, I mean, we often have celebrity rappers pop in and talk to me. It's the easiest way for them to get to me. So I'm in the hip hop and in the music industry. So, that's my world. Like it's my natural world.
Yeah.
Is people that you would be surprised about. And so that's the easiest way for them to find me. And so in my VC, you'll see like Grammy nominated artists. You'll see like some high profile sandbox people, and you'll see builders like myself and like Kay building, and we're all working together in the most humble and peaceful manner. It's really like, one of the best things ever, it's been made possible by the sandbox, by the Sand Fam, and by some of the senior people within that community that has put us together in a way that Web 2 couldn't, that IRL couldn't, right? And so
yeah,
now I'm able to find my perfect counterpart in business and in creativity through all these channels such as Kay and many of the other people. I got to give a big shout out to Hollowville because like she is the spirit of my community, of our community, and the sandbox community in general. Like she just really embodies like.
Hell yeah, she's great.
Keeps us together, keeps us in line, and yeah, Hill, you know what's up.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, she's a homie. She's awesome. Sorry, I was like in the middle of a thought. And I lost it, but I found it. Whenever you guys say working, what does that mean? Like, what could somebody expect to come upon when come into the Discord and working?
Don't show in front of that.
Stuff, items. I can't show you all of this.
Don't show in front of that.
I can't show too much beans. I can't show you the front, but yeah.
Gotcha. Do you do any like live recording?
No, we don't do none of that.
No.
If
I'll record.
anything live, it would be like on Twitch. But go ahead.
I'll record like songs,
Yeah,
and
that
people
that
can
that's
watch.
that's what I meant. I think.
Yeah,
That's what I,
yeah.
what I was trying to say.
I'll definitely record, and people can watch me while I'm recording. They can say, "I don't like the bass." That we listen to everything the community wants, right? These are the people who are purchasing the music. These are the people supporting the music. If they're sharing it, right, I'm gonna listen. I don't care if they're purchasing it, sharing it, or whatever. If they're supporting my community in the ways that they can, if they're showing up to K's stream and they're participating in the races, right?
Yeah.
Then they have ability to influence what we're doing, right? And so we don't look at like what we're doing as like two things. We're doing one thing, right? It's just we are troubadours. There's you know taking our art and making it accessible to people in the new platform, right? But also you know Kay and I are both, and a lot of people in our community are used to operating from alternative perspective, right? There's not really a route for a guy like me, right? So we make our own route, right? So like, and that's what this is all about, right? It's just about not asking for permission and not apologizing either, you know?
Yeah. I think one thing that I like about how you're handling it is that you are growing. It's a really good way to grow a very organic, and that's what you really need. Like, yes, there's something to be said for hyping up a project before it drops, or this or that, from like a perspective, but like at the end of the day, all those hype really like super hype projects and drops and everything, that
Wound up
attracts
in the trash.
the wrong people that you don't want in the Discord to begin with. I mean,
Right.
obviously it brings in people that you do want to be a part of your community too,
You got to
but
weed through them,
but
right?
you really, yeah, it just like becomes a nightmare at the end of the day. I think like like
Before I even launched the Discord, I already had 100 vetted people that could potentially join that Discord, right? And
mhm,
so what we did was is we filtered people through Twitter and created small micro groups in Twitter that we would then talk directly to, say, hey, we're dropping. So I dropped the recaps in one of those groups. That's what helped it to sell out in 24 hours. But I didn't announce that I was doing that until they knew I did it, right? And so this is different, right? What we're doing is completely different. We're not saying, hey, next week we're doing this, come to the AMA, that. No, I drop it when I'm done. I create a song, I make the beat on the spot, I make the song. Like, I got a recap dropping tomorrow. You want to hear it?
hell yeah.
Okay, you got to wait till tomorrow because I
Ah.
record it tomorrow. Everything you see, the videos, they're all done in one day.
That's
Everything I
dope.
do is done in one day. That day that I upload it, that's when it's done. When I'm finished, that's when it hits the blockchain and
Do
people
you
can have it.
do you make the beat and everything?
Yeah,
That's all you?
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. I mean,
And
in the future, you'll hear beats from people you know.
sure.
You might hear vocals from people you know, and all of that will shock you, right? Because
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, what we're trying to do is show people what can be done, right? You can make $2,000 in the last month in sand, right? With your music,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
You can make a community based off of you as the IP, right?
Right.
There's so many things that you can do, right? That people aren't doing. But I come from hip hop where they keep telling us no, right? But we don't have an opportunity to go door to door in the local business district and get somebody to say yes, we'll accept your job application. That's not going to happen, bro. So
Yeah.
we have to find an alternative way, right? And so I come from that. I'm 40 years old. I succeeded through that, right? So you give me the sandbox in the metaverse and we about to blow. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah. No, dude, I love it. I love it. I think you're doing a lot of really innovative and cool things that a lot of other artists I think should take note of. And
Yeah, and they should emulate it. Like that's
yeah,
what it's about, right? Like,
you
emulate
just
what I'm doing.
yeah, you're showing what's possible, and that's what I mean. That's what we need right now. That's literally the stage that we're in, and it's awesome to have you in this mix because it brings a fresh perspective, and it brings that innovation, and it's showing that more can be done than just this or that. And like obviously we're figuring that every single day. Like see new game things get developed or this or that, but like it all together is like what it's all about. And I think it's super cool to see you doing this and proving that it works. Um, and one thing that popped into my head like right now is so the music that they're getting, like could they go and use that? I don't know what an example,
Yeah,
like
they
you
have it. They can look.
use it on like a YouTube
Yeah,
video or
I'm not
something,
gonna
and
flag
that
them. No, it's theirs.
yeah, yeah,
It's
okay,
theirs.
yeah, no, that's the way to do it. I think that's such a I I thought about music NFTs for a long time, and I do think that it definitely is the future of music. Eventually, I don't know when that'll actually catch on and huge thing. But like there's some cool platforms coming up for it too. But I like the way that you're doing it. And just kind of you're becoming your own record label, and releasing all of your own stuff through your own personal brand, which like you would have to develop your own personal brand anyways to be a successful
An NFT collection.
artist.
Yeah, whatever it is.
But now you can go from developing that and making money for somebody else to solely making all of that money for yourself and that community,
No,
like
for the
that
community.
that
That's what
you
it's about. My community has already made 85 cent for the community this week off my music. Okay,
yeah
off our music, right? And
yeah
so that's what it's about, right? Being able to track that and say, hey, no, this community, I can tell you who did, right? Just Being Sandy did. Maddox Safiria made some money. Turbo Timmy, right?
yeah
That's what it's about, right? And so when you look on the blockchain and you see who's doing it, right? And who's sharing, and who's the holders, and who's, because some of these people are cherishing. I seen one of y'all, I ain't gonna throw your name out there, but you hit that joint. And I appreciate that, right? Because that shows that you cherish that NFT, right? So that's beautiful, right? You hit that joint. I seen it. Yo, that is beautiful, right? They cherishing these joints, man. They sharing them. It's yo, and you know what, man? Like deep down inside, we all are the little kid inside of us, right? We all are like just these children, like on this earth that just need love, right? And so, like, thank you guys, thank you so freaking much for like supporting me and just being like such a great community, like where like we're all different. We're all from different walks of life, different backgrounds, and yet we all come together no matter what the differences are, like no matter where you stand on the vaccine or this or that. Like I've seen people on different sides of very polarizing arguments get together over voxels, right? So like this is serious business here, man. And just big things coming, man. So like we got beans, man. Hey, let's spill some beans real quick. K, get the bowl and the ladle and drop a bean on it, bro.
What do you want me to? What do you want? You tell me what beat to share, and I'll share it.
Go to the cupboard. Go to the. Let's talk about the new drop that we about to do, right? The music video joint, right? Let's tell them who we got a single, who's getting these airdrops. Let's talk about
Yeah, yeah. So we've got a new song coming out with Buckshot and OG Nobody,
If
right?
you guys aren't familiar with Buckshot, Buckshot is a legendary rapper, man. He's been around since 1992, dropping legendary songs. He's been in movies by Spike Lee. He's done songs with everybody from KRS-One, Rakim, all these legends. Dude, like he's responsible for you hearing Eminem, Young M.A., and many other legendary artists, Joey Badass. And yeah, he's got a song with me, produced by me, and we airdropping that to who, K?
We're dropping all that to the Nobody pass holders, yo. Let's go.
Yeah, and if y'all want to get a nobody pass, y'all can just go to the Sandbox Marketplace. You could type in THE space KNOW. Boom, I'm gonna pop up. Or you can go straight to OpenSea, go to the Sandbox collection. You can type the word pass, and you'll see me right next to Snoop Dogg, Warner Brother Music Group, and the Sandbox Alpha Season 3 pass. Right there, nobody. Wow. Yeah, so that's gonna be a free airdrop for you. And then after that, you know what? We're gonna give away some money with that too. I ain't gonna say how much, but we're gonna do a competition. We're gonna give away some sand, and we're gonna give away some NFTs, right? But these is exclusive for nobody pass holders, right? So all of these things, like, the nobody pass unlocks everything nobody, right? So I mean, I could go to this little website I got right here.
I
Hey,
do
close
need
your
you.
OBS real quick. Take me off the screen real quick, and then I'll tell you when to pop me back on.
Give me one sec. Yeah, I can go screen. Boom. Okay, you're good.
You ready?
Yep.
All right. Now let me.
And while you're searching, I got pulled up on the screen right now the Nobody Pass over on Sandbox. So just kind of, if anyone interested, they are got 66.15 sand, which right now is $52, so not too shabby. What well,
Messed up your screen. Hold on me. All right. I don't think I'll be able to show that to you because the fourth screen pops up. So we'll do that another time.
all
What
right,
were you
all
gonna
right.
say? Okay. Yeah. Could actually send you a link to go where
I was gonna say, yeah, you can send me links in the Discord if you want.
I'll do that.
But
So
while we're on the Nobody Pass and I got it pulled up, I'm gonna get back on screen. Do you want to talk a little bit about the Nobody Pass and what they can already benefit from? I mean, I already mentioned something that's up and coming, but
right now they just get access to my Discord. That's the only utility that it has right now, and all of the utility will be rolling out. Essentially, you're going to get autographed NFT from me. It's going to be animated autographed NFT. Also, you're going to get the Nobody away jersey. So you'll get that as an airdrop. It'll be a away jersey of the Night Owl jersey that's already out on the Sandbox. So you'll get one of those, but also you'll get free concert tickets to any concerts that I'm at in your area. That means even if I have to put you on my guest list and you come through the back door, if you're holding the Nobody Pass with me. Yeah, there's a lot of other things. I don't want to drop too many beans. I really like to give all the rewards to the people who support without knowing what's coming, because then you know, like, that you got your people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same thing. Your ride or dies.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. Big shout out to all my people: Turbo Timmy, Metaverse, the people who've been supporting from the beginning. OG Shakespeare. Yeah, so many people, man. I should just go to my list of holders, man, and just start shouting them out. But like, Just Being Sandy, Shabs, OGP over at Flicky, man. Thank you so much, Karina. If it wasn't for her, like, a lot of this stuff wouldn't happen so fast. So yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of people.
Yeah,
they know, you know what I'm saying. But no, Nobody Pass to get you access to everything, Rasul. Like right now, I'm working on the Metaverse with Buckshot. I'm about to send you that Metaverse right now, and you can go actually jump in and see what we're working on, right? Because we Sandbox centric, but we everywhere, right? Like nobody's been building in the Metaverse, for a minute, like, and so.
Do you have anyone that you've connected with recently that you think, from what you're doing and what they've seen you do, you turn them on to doing similar things?
Yeah, plenty. I mean, I get lots of young musicians that are in the Web3 space. I probably spend 5 hours a day talking to them, inspiring them and watching them grow, right? Like Estelle, ETH, girl.eth, a lot of people that just are doing great things that were either inspired by me or vice versa, right? The people out here making a lot of noise, man. Like, I mean, we spend a lot of time with our head in the sand, but you take your head out and you'll see there's a vast array of music NFTs, and I'm very involved in the music NFT community. It's just as much as I'm involved in the Sandbox, right? Big shout out to Abel, you know what I'm saying, the pop-up record shop, NFT record shop. Like, so many people. My man Max dropping dope bars, you know what I'm saying? Like, and most importantly, the person in the companies I inspire the most is probably like Warner Music Group,
Uh-huh.
Sandbox,
Yeah,
inspired them, right? They out here competing with me.
for
Like,
sure.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but we do better when we work together.
Totally, totally. And I mean, that's really like where we're at. And well, I mean, bound to eventually the point where we really are like people are cutthroat competing with each other. But like, for as long as we can keep it, this space is going to grow so much better if we combine our efforts and work together and look at each other as more of um, as
Contemporaries.
yeah, like we're all in it for the same thing, um, or multiple different things, but like at the end of the day, there's definitely a lot available to everyone here, so it's not important to eating as much as
Right. You got to be you, right? Because
yeah,
nobody can do that better than you, right? But it's about bringing you to the table, right? So that's what I do, right? Like I'm not like in charge, right? I'm not the leader, right? I'm just me. I just do me. I bring what I do. I do it best, right? K, same thing, right? He's not in charge. He's not the leader. He just does what he does best, and he does that, and he does it best. The best thing that we do, though, as a collective, is that we get along with each other, right? We
hmm
care about each other. We care what each other thinks. We care what each other says. That's the thing that needs work on every day. Like I'm gonna always be a dope artist. He's always gonna be a dope voxel artist. But the thing that makes us excellent artists is the fact that we know how to collaborate, right? We
right,
know how to praise each other, right? And
yeah,
so um, that's what it's about, right? And so when you invited me to come, I couldn't come by myself, right? Because what you see is me, right? You see me, I'm the tip of the iceberg. There's
yeah,
an iceberg. There's an iceberg, bro.
the deep one,
It's an iceberg. So that's why Kay is here to represent the iceberg.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Speaking of Kay, you can chime in and chat too, if you would like. Um,
Yeah, no, I mean, look, like I said, this is what community is. I'm a humble servant here. You know what I'm saying? It's not my hour. This is OG Nobody's hour. I'm here to hype the man up, doing big things, y'all. Let's go. And if y'all are in the Discord, you will know that the beans have been cooking. Sheesh. Let's go. Let's go.
beans. Everyone's there for the beans. That's for sure. Um, do you have? Well, I'm thinking of it. A link to get into the Discord so that people that do have the certain assets
I can take care of that. I get
can
a
go
link.
do that. Cool. And
I sent you a link to where I was gonna go
and
in
yeah,
this chat that we're in.
yeah,
Um,
I got that pulled up. You want me to transition over to it?
yeah, if you want to pop it on screen, I'll talk about what you're seeing.
All right. So you guys should be seeing it now. We are
So this is
unifiedcity.io is what I'm looking.
yeah, and so pop on in there, man.
So just join the room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
join the room. So yeah,
All right.
this is my room in Unified City, and essentially what it is a place where I can meet with people, kind of have a spatial experience. But eventually, I'll have concerts here as well, games to play with people. I'll have assets like my I'll share asset like my gallery of assets. So a lot of the assets you see here were built in the sandbox, and I'm in the room with you now. Here I am, Krafter, right behind you or in front of you.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I think you guys might hear a little bit of an echo, but deal with it.
yeah, so this is the nobody space, and it's got little bit of a little bit of work to do. Like this is definitely its pre-stages, right? I got a screen up here you can see downstairs in. A lot of these assets I actually made in the sandbox, and I just imported them into my space here. But if you actually hit the leave button, right, and you go out and look who's in this space with me, right? Because this space is owned by the legendary Buckshot, and this is actually space that's provided to me by the hip hop community at large, right? And so if you back out and you see who's in there and you scroll down who else's room is here, right? Asula's been brought in by the fold of the founding fathers of hip hop, right? In fact,
Uh-huh.
they look at me as the cool Herc of this metaverse, right? If you don't know who Cool Herc is, he is the man who coined the phrase hip hop. He started the first ever hip hop party on 1500 Sedgwick Avenue in the Bronx, right? And so, that's me, right? I'm bringing Sedgwick Avenue, right?
Yeah.
The Sandbox,
Yeah.
right? And so that's what we do, right? It's a beautiful thing, and you can go right there into UPG and you see who's there. Read the names.
Well, the first the first one that popped out at me was Ice-T.
Ice-T.
I was like, hell yeah. And then we got Terry Crews, Common, Onyx,
Yeah.
Pete Rock,
Rock.
Duck Down. Don't know
Duck
that.
Down. That's Buckshot. Yeah.
Oh,
Duck
that's
Down.
Buckshot?
Owns
Okay.
this place. He built this himself.
Hell yeah.
The rapper built this.
Is everything?
You can go into any of those rooms.
Okay.
Yeah, Parliament Funkadelic, you can go into their room.
And
yeah.
they're like all part of.
This is their official rooms.
And they're all a part of Buckshot. What Buckshot built? Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. And so we have a way to port to this place through our Discord, where you can go directly to it. You can use it on a mobile phone. So you can be with your friends on mobile. You can be with them on your laptop. You can be with them on your computer, right? And so when I start doing my Metaverse concerts and I start going through other experiences like that, and when I start introducing my Sam fam to my greater community of hip hop, they'll be actually able to meet Buckshot face to face. There's been people actually in my Discord meet Buckshot because Buckshot will show up and he'll come talk to us, right? We work on projects together, right? Pretty soon you'll start seeing some of my other friends like that popping into the Discord and dropping music as well. So all of this stuff is coming to y'all, through me as a portal, but it's all available and accessible to you guys, right? So it's really like I kind of jumped into the Sandbox, solo, and I left the music industry over there, and I came in, and now I'm kind of opening the Pandora's box, and I'm trying to, just bring the flood, right?
Yeah,
so that's what it's about.
Yeah. No, that's super cool. It seems this way, but I'll ask it anyways. Is the Sandbox the metaverse that you think has the most potential for you right now, or are there any other ones that you have your eyes on?
No, I don't look at any other metaverses, man. As far as like, the big three or that type of deal, nah, yeah, Sandbox is where it's at, right? Like,
yeah.
But the idea is about like creating like, to me, when I think the metaverse, I think the Flintstones and the Jetsons, right?
Okay, yeah. Yep.
Remember that episode? It was them in one episode together, the Flintstones and the Jetsons. Right, so that's what the metaverse is. When you be walking down the street and you see Snoop Dogg smoking the blunt right next to the Smurfs.
Yeah, 100%. Right?
Snoop Dogg is in Dollar Games. He's everywhere, right? But he's also in the Sandbox. So I don't need to commit necessarily, right? All I need to do is build my space there, right? Because these things are just kiosks to bring you to the Rasul, the knowbody experience, right? To the community experiences, right? And so these experiences can be, multifaceted. In fact, Kay and I are working and developing on some things that it's a big bowl of beans, you know what I'm saying? Some cheese on it.
You gonna spill any of those beans?
Those beans are not being spilled.
Oh, he's eating out tidy.
If you watch 24K stream, and you will be in line to get those beans, right? You might be participating in activities that are similar to those beans, right? But that's about as much as I can do.
Gotcha. Speaking of your stream 24K, you want to drop that in my Discord so I can include a link in the description and anything else that we've kind of talked about. I know you've been dropping them in the Twitch, which is awesome, but also you just include those in the Discord. So if anyone's tuning in now, or not now, if anyone's tuning in on the replay, links are going to be in the description below for all this stuff. So go check it out.
So anybody that buys the recap tonight, or you know what, anything. You buy a recap tonight, you buy a Nobody Pass tonight. You're gonna get a night owl hat. You're gonna get a snapback hat for free. I'm gonna send that to you. Just DM MK on Twitter and follow him. And let them know you made the purchase, and we'll put you in the list of people to get those airdrops.
Hell yeah. Go buy, go buy. Buy now. Um,
And you supporting my community with those purchases, because that's not coming to me, right? Who next in line? Matic Superior next in line to get that. Boom. 20 cent, man. Go get it from Matic. All day. You ain't got saying he got one up for ETH too. You know?
I dropped that in the Twitch chat and I'll drop that in Discord for you too.
thanks, fam.
Yeah.
For the, do you have a plan for how many of these recaps you're gonna do?
Alpha Season 3.
Just all the way through Alpha.
Yeah, Alpha Season 3.
I guess that makes sense.
It's gonna be another 70 drop tomorrow. It's gonna be one edition of those 70 copies. And y'all go make offers, right? Like make these holders, let them go, right? I'm dropping, some of these people got 10 copies from last week, right? Go influence them to let them go, like say, hey, look, share the love, right? But you got to do that in the most friendliest way. You can say, yo, I really like Rasul, but I can't afford it. Maybe they'll give you one, right? Or if you can't afford it, make them an offer they can't refuse, right? So let's do this, right? Let's keep Rasul in the top of the charts. You know what I'm saying? And let's do that by love and spreading that love. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. No, it's been cool to see the sales come through. I was scrolling through them a little bit with chat in there. Definitely, it's a movement going on, so that's awesome.
It blows my mind, bro. It blows my mind, man. It's just a blessing. I got into this space. I got into this doing game jams, and I'm in the chat trying to figure out like how many assets I can do, and Andy Ritchie's like breaking my heart over here. Shout out Andy Ritchie, I love you, bro. Breaking my heart with just the cold hard facts, right? And so I felt like one of the kids in the crowd with my hand up, right?
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's a beautiful place to be, right? Because that means you have drive, you have desire, right? But now look where I'm at, right? And I can see those same people that were there where I was, right? You don't think I'm reaching to pull them up?
Exactly.
I mean, heck yeah, bro. This is one of the best films in the world. When I think back, when I see Wicked You, when I see Toast Dude, Big Papa Duke, I think of my childhood. Not my childhood as a child, but Alpha Season 1, Alpha Season 2, that was my childhood in this shit, bro.
Uh-huh.
I was really an infant to this. And now, like, here we are. It's like the metaverse moving so fast. Like,
that's how fast it moves, man. Doesn't take long.
OGs now, Beautiful. Yo, anybody in the chat, if y'all got any questions, like I'm answering all questions. I know Rasul's a mysterious guy. Y'all want to know, where, what it is. Like, that's the question,
Yeah, drop some questions in the chat. We'll definitely read them off. I have a question for you that is about something you brought up when you were kind of giving us your origin story. What rap group were you a part of?
You into the third, a band of humble musicians who only wish to receive what we deserve. I'm a primate migrating through the tri-state area. My bare hands tear through bears in advance with their various barriers, resembling men disassembling aircraft carriers. I share facts with fair cats who stare back mad at us. So my dude CF would eventually go on to be Immortal Techniques hype man. But yeah, you into the third is what we would call out of Jersey City, New Jersey.
Okay.
We wind up doing some tours and
nice.
Just getting our feet wet in the industry at a young age.
Yeah, you went to the, say it one more time.
UN, United Nations to the third power, bro.
Oh, UN. I was like, I thought I was hearing it. Okay.
UN to the third. I got a tattooed on my arm right here, bro.
Hell yeah, dude, that's awesome. Well, now I'm just like thinking about like what that had to have been. Like, what was that like? Because how old did you say you were when that was happening?
I was young, bro. I was like 15, 16. It was cool. Like, I mean, it's nothing. Like, you got to think, like, this is nothing to me, bro. I've been to Carnegie Hall. I've been to Wolf Trap. I've been Jet Set. Go scroll down my Instagram, bro. Like, I've been doing this shit all my life, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know what's exciting to me? Like, meeting Rad Condat. That's exciting to me. Kamikaze purchasing one of my NFTs. That's exciting to me, right? You guys are stars to me. I've been in your Discord for 6 months, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the stuff that excites me, right? I've been doing hip hop all my life. That ain't nothing, bro. Red Alert used to let me in the club when I was a kid. Like, come on, man. Like I listened to Hot 97 for real when it was really Hot 97 on the radio. Like I heard All About the Benjamins get premiered. Like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah. You, you know what's up. What have you done like extensive overseas travel at all? Or
I
is
wouldn't say
it
extensive. It's just more like for touring and stuff. Like, and that's like really like not even tourism, right? Because
you're just
you
there
don't
and
even get
then
that experience. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just
yeah,
a lot of hotels and good food, but you don't really get to see it.
yeah. That's kind of what well, I didn't expect, but I figured if it was for two, I didn't get to experience a lot of. But is there anyone anywhere that like sticks out to you as someplace that maybe you'd want to go back and actually take some time to explore and get a real the culture or whatever wherever you were?
Australia.
Australia, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one. That's on my list too. I still haven't been to Australia, and I think it would be really fun to explore. Where in Australia were you or would you?
Perth. Anywhere in that area. I don't know. Melbourne. I don't care.
Yeah,
Get it in. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up?
yeah. Speaking of Australia, they've been popping off. I don't know exactly what the hell's going on, but they're definitely like trending in NFT world because Twitter. I keep just seeing things about Aussies and Australians on Twitter the last like couple of days. I don't know. I don't know.
Big shout out to my dude Monkey 8 down there, my twin in Australia. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Just Being Sandy, all my Aussie family. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
There is a lot of Aussies that are into the NFT world too. That's for sure.
Yeah. I don't know, like a lot of places. I want to go to France. I want to be for real, like my favorite country is America, bro.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
nothing
You know
wrong
what I'm
with
saying?
that.
From sea to shining sea, bro. This is one of the most beautiful countries I've ever been to. I want to go to New Mexico, visit my friends there. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to Portland, visit my friends there. You know what I mean? I want to go everywhere.
Yeah, you ever been to Austin?
Yeah, of course, bro.
I've,
Antone's. I battled Sage Francis at Antone's in 2005. Ripped his head off his neck.
Hell yeah! I was gonna say I was hoping you have you you should swing through one of these days. That's
Oh yeah,
it's where I live. So if you ever do end up doing something
bro.
here, I would love to come watch.
All the time. One time I got stranded there, bro. I was young. I was like 19. I was on tour and I had to get a job at Magnolia's and work my way out of there, bro. Some good food though.
Great food.
Yeah, South. Magnolia South, bro. Yeah, I was in there cooking, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I learned how to make migas. We got this.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm looking for. Is there any questions? I know there's been some comments. Came a little late, so if you already talked about it, and wondering how you found the sandbox.
Good question. That's a very legitimate question.
Yeah.
Who asked that question?
That is 9A7A.
All right, word. Yeah. So I'm a big gamer, right? But I only play 2 video games. When I say big gamer, like I got 3 Xboxes to play 2 games. I love Grand Theft Auto, right? I love the tokenomics of the game. I love the gameplay. I love the game, right? I also create like things within that, not like 3D assets or anything, but there's ways to be a creator in the sandbox. I mean, that thing called Grand Theft Auto ecosystem, and so I did as whatever forms of creation I could do in there, and I'm like a top gamer in there. Like I earned $200 million in GTA money in 6 months. No glitching, like straight up.
No glitching.
You know I'm saying, like no glitching. I'm that good. You know what I'm saying? But my favorite game is Minecraft, right? It's my favorite game, bro. I love it. I've got memories of like the sunrise and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like walking over a cliff after you got all joint of sand in your pocket, sand. Word, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna make some glass and I gotta go back like 10,000 blocks. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, dang, it's a beautiful morning. You know?
Yeah.
I remember that. Like I remember the song that I was playing and like triggering like endorphins. And it's a beautiful game, and the voxelized art and all that stuff, and it inspired me to want to create. Like I would see people making their own servers, and I used to watch this. Can't remember the guy's name right now, but I used to watch this guy play with his friends, and I wished I had friends like that to play with. Right?
Hmm.
I did. I was like, I want to do that. Like, and so, um, I researched on how to make a Minecraft server, and I realized it was around this. It was like 2015, 16. It was like 16, 17 in there. It was somewhere in there, and they hadn't even launched land yet. You know, they were launching tools. And I downloaded it and it like broke my computer or my computer couldn't handle it or whatever. And then I came back to it a couple months later and they were selling land for $40 and I couldn't figure out how to get a crypto wallet. Then I had to go on tour and I came back. I bought my land for 10 G's, bro. That's how much I was still invested. I was there before land. I was there. Uh Land was $40.
Yeah.
And when I came off tour, I had to get it for 10 G's. But it don't matter, bro. I was ready to roll. You know what I mean? And I love it. It was the best decision I ever made outside of the decisions I've made. And yeah, I'm blessed.
Yeah. How much land did you get? Just to
Sport one, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean,
see
that's
you.
all
I
you
see
that's
you.
all you need.
Be wild at watching. What you think about Samat Club, though? You like that?
Which club?
Samat Club. SAMOT.
AM. I don't think
You in a Discord too.
what? I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what that is.
I built their land in the sandbox though, so I figured you might know.
I could,
In
but
Discord.
AMOT.
It's AMOT, yeah, it's my club.
Oh,
Dope PFP collection for real.
drop me a
South
link.
American artists. Check your Discord.
Dude, I got so many goddamn Discords. I cannot keep up. I have like folders. I have folders that are for the same thing as other folders, and like
right.
it's gotten ridiculous. It's like I need to go through and sort through everything, literally. But I mean, I really don't spend much time in Discords other than my own, so that's about all I can handle. But now I'm curious and I want to see it.
Yeah, I built their land early in my days.
Nice. How long had you been playing in Minecraft?
Well, I actually watched people play it for years before I actually started playing myself.
Same.
Because I was just content. You know what I'm saying? I was content just watching.
Yeah.
So I was just like, all right, now I have an idea of something I want to try. But so I would say probably from like early, like when it first launched, really. I didn't start. I watched it. You know, I'm on YouTube. I watch people play it or watch my friends' kids play it. It wasn't until my daughter wanted it that I started playing it. Because I was like, all right, when I was at the house, and then I had to buy another Xbox when I realized how much I liked it. I was like, because I want to play all day. I don't got to. Daddy's a rapper. I don't, you know, so you need another Xbox. Cause I'm playing. You know what I'm saying? I got to build this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I took a couple months off and played some Minecraft. You know what I mean?
Feel that.
No,
Feel that.
I played for several years before Minecraft, before Sandbox got my attention, and I haven't opened Minecraft since I've been in Sandbox.
Yeah. I mean, same. I played myself. I played Minecraft college a lot when I was supposed to be in classes. Me and my fucking we would stay home and just like get lost in like building and trying to like it's crazy thing.
Furthermore, though, like you imagine a dude like me, right? Like I'm a rapper, right? I grew up around legendary rappers. I've seen this all my life, right?
Yeah.
Something I could do really easily, and something I could do for money really easily, right? I can't have always wanted to aspire to be a rapper, right? Does it make sense? Like I've always been a rapper. So I was 4.
Yeah.
Right. So what is my dream, right? It's not to be a rapper.
That's so.
It's to be a game developer. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
I wanted to make games. So like this is me experiencing my childhood dreams.
Oh yeah. I feel like that's what's happening with a lot of us, to be honest.
Yeah.
We all are just embracing our inner childhood. and there's like huge potential in it. I think um, it's the first real. That's obviously probably other things out there, but it's the first like big possibility I've ever seen to easily create the types of games you're able to create. Um, that's the sandbox. Like I don't know platform somebody does, but I don't know any other platform that allows you to create the types of games that you're able to game maker, and it's allowing all of us that maybe would have wanted to pursue a career in building games for game studios or whatever, but just never like thought of it as like a viable option and went a different direction. But now like you can circle back and be like, well, maybe I can actually. I think that's a super cool bring into space that is super underrated.
What's one of the big things that happened to you in this space that made you like, super proud, or something that was a big accomplishment, or something that you thought wasn't possible that happened for you?
I mean, there's been a there's been a lot of things that happened that I've been like, damn, I didn't know that I could do that. One was living for a couple of years off of money I was making selling JPEGs on a website. Like I when I first found the space, that's when like it was before things were crazy, and just to be able to, I mean, I got lucky a couple to meant the right things here and there, but I definitely missed a lot of things. But I was able to like make a living. I just kind of like quit everything else, and then I got really enveloped in the space. And the first thing, kind of getting to the point, like the first thing that really stuck out to me is like this is a opportunity, a lot of really cool. Is whenever I met all these different friends on Twitter or Discord and brought them all together to create metaskins, which and drop our first in it. And like just being able to do that and figure out how to do the contract website and like all of that stuff, like that, it just like opened my eyes to,
Are you proud of yourself?
yeah, it was like damn, and proud of my team too, like just proud of everything, like holy shit, like you can do anything that the big dogs are doing, you can do too. It's not there's no wall up that says you cannot pass this and do all these things unless you have a bunch of money to spend or whatever that wall tends to be with their business model. Now it's like there's no wall, and it's an open playing field. You can do
No, it's crazy.
anything
Like,
that anyone else is doing.
I reversed engineered a way to do some stuff that I was trying to figure out how to do, and I got it working successfully. And then I got access to some files for a different reason from a big NFT collection. Access to all of the files from them. They gave it to me. When I looked at it, it was set up the way that my thing that I needed to do months ago was set up. I had reversed engineered the right way, right? And
Uh-huh.
I think I had reverse engineered the only way possible right now. And so I realized, like, damn, I'm just as good as the top dogs, like, or they're just as like it's the same thing. But Kay, I wanted to ask you that question too, bro. Anything like notable that happened with you or to you in this space that has made you like super like just reflective?
Like proud of?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, let me really think. Cause like, I mean, I made some money off of like flipping NFTs and things like that, but that was more just kind of like
It doesn't
me
have to be a money
practicing.
based thing, you know, just be
Yeah, yeah, that's I was just trying to think, you know, because like it was nice and I learned a lot, but like, but you know what we're about is community, you know, and you know, big shout outs to, you know, like honestly, I feel like Maddox, right? Like Maddox is the one that kind of like really introduced myself to the Sand Fam, so I'm just like super grateful and proud that you know, like I was, you know, streaming the box edit content because I was switching over from like FPS gaming scene to like this sandbox space, and just having Sam fam coming in and like showing all that love, like woo, yeah, like I couldn't ask for anything else. Like, and it's been one hell of a ride too. Like just meeting up with, you know, Ice Pilot. Big shout outs to Ice. Saying Huddle Hill,
Yeah.
Sparky Snickle, the Ombre Half Dork Vox. Saying A, Box Machina. And newer people like Loud Meta.
Like
Saying
Condat,
from,
bro.
yeah, especially Rad Condat. Obviously, I gotta give a big
OG,
shout out
man.
to Rad Condat, because Rad
OG.
Condat is the one that actually got us hooked up.
All of
Yeah.
us. Like that whole list of people right there. That's all, like Conrad is the glue, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, let it be known, like Conrad is a nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, word up, like, let that be known. Like, he's a nobody. Take it from me.
Conrad's the man.
Yeah.
He's a legend.
So I would say most proud of is just being introduced into the Sam fam. Like, damn, like y'all show so much love. It's amazing. And like, what else can we do but to show love back? Phil?
So that's what it's all about. I will say, like, we are working hard day and night, live in Discord for y'all to see what we're working on. It's beautiful. Like, honestly, we could drop beans, right? Just come to the Discord. We'll tell you. You'll see. You could participate on what we're doing, right? Like, it's not like a big secret, but we don't want to broadcast it to the public right now, right? Because that's not professional. But yo, come to the office and come look at what we're doing, man. Like, it's beautiful. Like, we about to bring hip hop into the metaverse for real. We about to really bring, you know what I'm saying, real hip hop into the metaverse. Like,
Yeah.
real. Like, and it ain't no joke. Like, we're talking fashion, which I've already done, right? You can go on the sandbox, you can get the no wearables, right? You can get your night owl jersey, you get your hat. Hey, you want a hat right now? I'll save you some money on a hat because those cost a little extra, right? So go ahead and just get that recap off of week 6, and I'll send you a hat. You know what I'm saying? Bada bing, bada boom. You know what I mean? Make it easy. 20 cent, you know what I'm saying? And you go ahead and you just and sand goes to Maddox. That's Maddox, right? But I'm gonna send you an NFT for supporting my Sand fam, right? Because that's what it's all about, right? So, yeah, man, it's just I'm excited. It's beautiful. Like, ain't no confidence and ain't no competence and ain't no competition telling lies. Ain't no common sense and no consequences showing proven revolution televised. Building rights with proper exercise. Medicine ain't meant to mesmerize. We gon' fit in where we specialize. I ain't fiddling to rectify. If it's sizzling, then let it fry. Paint the city red and let it fly. Wicked citizens electrify, make them militant and let them die. They conceal the truth of how they killing you, then they'll be killing you unless I try. You can't heal a wound unless you cry. Get your situation synchronized. Syncopated detonation, legislation, education system traumatized. Televised and often dramatized. Trumping you with true Obama lies. Cut the onion, try to watch your eyes. Bring the heat, sweet and caramelized. Victory, repeat and polarize. Physically defeat, immobilize. Yup, physically defeat the misery. Release the beast, don't be indecent, humanized. Kill the ego that, ooh.
Hell yeah.
The mirror in society decide. Consider real variety of God. I can heal with piety, not pride. Resurrect the part of me that died. Recollect the memory of why. Ate a piece of Fibonacci pie. Exponential and sequential spirals. Breaking out dimensions quantized. Evidently was a life cycle. Blessing y'all be horrified. Question everything and socialize. Swear you told the truth, know you lied. How when you and I gon' coincide. Wanna know the truth, then go inside. Never question what you know inside. Destinations come and going by. Freedom isn't something you can buy. Really, it's the truest state of mind. If you build cocoons, then climb and go inside. Better come out as a butterfly. Levitate, I bet you butterfly. Buckle up and populate the sky. Cause it's only up from here, you can't deny. If all you hear is fear, you can't reply. If what you fear is life, you're here to die. Consciousness is everywhere, am I? Listen, wisdom can't be verified. Cataclysm isn't nearby.
Hell yeah.
Tetrahedrons in the sphere vibe.
Did you just record alpha recaps number 7?
I wish I'd hit record.
Dude, that was fire. What? I'm ignorant. Were you freestyling or what was that?
Yeah, I was just going, bro.
Yeah.
I decided to fuck y'all up though, because I did it to a 3/4 rhythm, just to show you like everything ain't everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, most 4/4, but I could rap 3/4, whatever. So
Dope.
man.
Dope.
I don't write. You know what I'm saying? Every song you ever hear from me is a freestyle.
Okay, hell yeah. That's why you do them in a day? Do you do everything in a day? That should be your new thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. Yeah, that's what I do. I do everything in one sitting.
Yeah,
Everything I do, if you've seen it from me, it happened in one sitting. Just how I work.
crank it out.
Like, I mean, I don't want to like sit here and like you ask Kay, like I'm I work sloppy and fast, bro. That's how I work.
Yeah. How long does it take you, or has it been taking you to do the recap ones? Like start to finish.
The
Guesstimate.
longest one was last week's. Was probably like 3 hours. The shortest one was 30 minutes, and normally they're somewhere closer to that.
Yeah.
You was there for when I made week 2 beat. I made that in how long?
Yeah, it took probably about like 15, 20 minutes.
To make the beat.
That's crazy.
I just do it.
I mean, how long would you say you've been doing that?
In beats?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, forever. Bro.
Yeah. It's like second nature to you almost, right? Like walking.
I mean, it depends on what style of beat I'm going for. Like, if it's
Sure.
like I'm working on the beat with one of my friends right now, which takes a little more thought, right? So we bounce things back and forth. Doesn't always come out right. Like I don't just drop a banger, like unless I stick to my format. If I stick to my format, then I can drop a bang bang. You know what I'm saying? Some things take a little massaging. Yeah.
For sure. That makes sense. Are you still do you do, would it be called producing? I don't really know.
Yeah, I mean, production is like a weird term because it's like in the music industry, it's two people who could be considered a producer. So what people call like a Dr. Dre, it's really a beat maker. That's not a producer. Like a producer is like Quincy Jones, who can't make a beat, right? So yeah.
Okay.
I'm both.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, that's cool. That's a good way to like break it down. Like I said, I didn't know really the difference, and other people didn't either. I'm not. I love music. And I like all kinds of music, but I don't really like. I don't pay super close attention. Like I just listen to stuff that comes on, or stuff that I know that I already like, and
that's how I am too. But I make music and I don't listen to it at all.
Yeah.
I like music when it comes on, but I don't play it.
Yeah. I've become more of a podcast listener. So, I love just listening to conversations, which is probably why I enjoy having them as well. I just love I love this long form concept too. It's something that I'm really enjoying. It's just like sitting down and just like having a conversation. It's cool that we can do it like we're doing right now, like virtually. I feel like it would be even cooler to do it in person, and maybe some day in the future where that makes sense. But then again, like kind of like a metaverse show, so it makes sense to be virtual. I don't know. Maybe it could be a combination of both. I could have a second laptop set up for somebody so we could dive into them together, but be in person. I don't know. But just the conversations and where they end up and where they go, each and every episode is interesting. That's super interesting for me, and I'm sure everyone that's tuning in probably, maybe, I don't know, it depends on how deep they are in your community, but I'm sure everyone's at least learned something new from you, and it's been a pleasure having you on. Is there anything you would like to say to the camera before I let you guys get on with your night? Plug yourselves, let people know where they can find you for sure, and anything else you want to say.
I just want to thank all the Sam fam for all the continued support that they've been showing the community, that they've been showing to my music. You guys are just like absolutely amazing. It's just I mean, you guys literally, you're everything to me, man. Like you're part of the real family. Um, you know, so much I want to say. I'm not gonna say it like because I'll get emotional and shit. But
I feel you.
I love y'all, man. And honestly, as far as promotions and stuff or anything like that, like I'm gonna let Kay tell y'all what we got going on. and just take it from there because I just love y'all and I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, really, the only thing to look out for as of right now would be we got a game jam coming up. Not really quite like a game jam. It's a Metaverse music video kind of contest that we're lining up with the song drop with Buckshot and the Nobody. So keep your eye out for that. Yo, if you wanna pretty much if you want to see what we're doing and you want more beans, just hop in Discord. Like literally, we're in there every day.
I'll play you guys exclusive music, whatever y'all want to hear the tracks I got with Killer Priest and Wu Tang. Like, hop in, I'll play it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to hear? Do y'all want to hear the Buckshot song before it drop? I'll play it. Like, I don't care. Y'all want to hear the song I didn't make yet? I'm making it. Come on.
Yeah, we just in there vibing. That's it. That's all we want to
see. People you are familiar with making music in there that you didn't know made music.
Beans.
See, that's the thing. Like, shout out Becky Latoff, man. You know what I'm saying? STEM cultivator, real quick, man. Shout out her. The dang play to learn. And I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because she gets it. She sees what we're doing, man. We are melded to come one, right? This is no competition, yo. We are one family, like under the flag of Sam Fam, right? Nobody's is not a person. Nobody is not a person, right? My name is Rasul. I'm Rasul Elder. Nobody is a collective. You are all nobodies, right? And we are here to come together under one flag of Sam Fam. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I came, when you invited me, I can't come alone, bro. Just so many people. I had to bring him because that's my other half right there. Like, everything y'all seen from me in the last 2 months came through us. And it didn't just come through us, it came through many filters. Huddle Hill, AIDS, Keon. The list goes on, right? Like, so many people. Ice Pilot. These people are crafting what it is you're seeing. I'm just the tip of the iceberg, right? I'm doing what they can't do, right? And they do what I can't do, right? So that's what it is. We are just many branches of one starfish that's just reaching many directions, right? And I'm just this one part. I'm the hip hop part, right? I'm the voice of this, but it's not me, right? It's bigger than me because when my OGs come and they say, "Yo, that's not then I got to do that, right? Like we got. And when I say my OGs, yeah, I'm speaking to Buckshot. Yeah, I'm speaking to some legends. My man Timbo King, shout out. You know what I'm saying? Timbo King, royal fan. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about Huddle Hill too. I'm saying I'm talking about the real people that's right here with us, right? Like for real. Shout out Lex Centric. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the people that are barometers, right? They keep us in line, right? Yeah. They keep us in check, right? To make sure that we are doing what the community represents. Because we are not just here. It's just like when you go to school, right? You can cut up if you want to, but I grew up in a black family. So you didn't do that no matter how bad you actually was, because you know what? You represented your family, right? Represented your family. So when you came home and you ain't had no skin on your butt no more, you knew why, right? Because you was in school acting crazy, right? I feel the same way, right? If Huddle Hill ain't happy with me, I ain't happy with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all represent the same family, the same thing.
I mean, that is the way to be, and you're proving it and you're showing it, and it definitely does show just from the support that I see streaming in for you, both in the chat right now and just in general in the Twitter sphere and everywhere else. So it's been awesome.
I genuinely love these people.
Yeah, I mean,
I genuinely do.
That's what it takes.
Like Cat and Flicky got his Flicky stolen. I found the guy who bought him. Connecting together, stayed up till 5 a.m. to make sure that everything was good. Get your Flicky back. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, that's what I am, right? Like, I'm like the same way if like little man by the bodega, you know what I'm saying, lost his dollar, right? You're gonna be like, yo, little man, you can't find your dollar, right? You're gonna help him, right? It's the same thing, bro. Like, because one day you was that little man. You know, think, man, Rasul, Jersey City, New Jersey, right? In the projects, bigger than me, bro. I could remember that, man. I remember them kids dumped me upside down into a garbage can, fam, in the alleyway. 5 years old. My parents was nowhere to be found. I had to rock that can back and forth until it fell over, only blocks away from home. You know what I'm saying? That same day I stole candy. You know what I'm saying? Looming shadow of 57. My
Allegedly.
grand, yeah, allegedly. Oh, I did. I stole the candy, bro. Did I used you remember back in the day they had the math books with the little fake quarters and shit. Learn how to count.
Yeah, yeah.
I just dropped them joints on the counter real fast and ran fast with the bag past the arcade. Well, one day I was, yeah, man, whatever, bro. So beautiful, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
absolutely. Thank you
Hey,
both
fam.
for coming on, and thank you, Sam Fam, and everyone else that's in the chat. It's
Yo,
always
there might be some people that's here, right? That came to see me, right? So they maybe never been here to see you, right? So let's tell them
100%.
about what you got going on. Tell them about Metaskits, bro. Like before we get out of here, y'all. Like let's let everybody get their shine, son. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? What's up, Krafter?
for sure, for sure. So yeah, for those of you that don't know what I've been up to, I've been building Metaskins back in I started building back in like early 2021. And I'll pull it up here. This is kind of where it all started. It was with trading cards. So I got into NFTs. I think the first thing that kind of brought me in, I didn't end up buying any because I'm a dummy. But was Gary V. Because I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, and I was following Gary V. And I realized early on that he was going to do an NFT, and then he dropped V Friends, and that whenever he did that, that kind of really got me paying attention to the space. And then I found that like Punk's comic was like one of the early on projects that I found, and then this doesn't really matter. But then from there, I'll just give you guys my kind of origin story, I guess. And then from there, I just started paying attention. I watched Bored Apes come and go. Didn't buy any because I didn't get it at the time. Watched all kinds of different projects, and then this wave of profile picture avatar NFT craze began to happen. And I was watching this project and that project and all just everything that was happening. And it was all like the same general concept. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, these are cool, I guess, like having all these like randomly generated profile pictures. But in my head, I was like, I've always been one to, especially when I'm playing video games. I mean, I guess where else can you do this? So when I'm playing video games, to really customize my avatar. And sometimes I would spend more time customizing my avatar than I ever even spent playing through the game. But that was always like my favorite part, was just like getting the character to look the way I wanted and have the right characteristics and everything. And so in my head, I was like, why is no one doing what I ended up doing, which was allowing users to build their own avatars. So instead of like showing up to the site, connecting your wallet, minting, and getting this randomly generated profile picture, you would actually be able to show up to the site and build your own avatar. I hadn't seen anyone do it, and it still is rarely done today. There have been a few projects that have done it. I like to say we're the first. I don't know if we were, but we're definitely one of the first. And what we did was we developed trading cards. So trading cards are basically, you buy packs, you open the packs, and inside the packs there's 12 cards, and those 12 cards can be used to build your own avatars with, and the cards are all traits. So that you either get species or I can scroll down a little bit. I think I can show you some of this. So you're either gonna get species or trait cards. And the traits are any of these 9 categories, and then you can attach the traits to the species, and actually you'll be able to craft these into full-fledged avatars that will be usable in the sandbox. Right now, you can pick up the cards and basically kind of plan for what you're going to build. In the future, once we get a little more cash flow here, we're going to open up the gates so that you can actually build them. But so that is coming, so stay tuned for that. And if you this is too late for you guys now, but you could still pick one up. If you did in the early days buy any of those trading cards, you got airdropped a founder key. Founder keys are minting right now as well. They're 0.2 ETH, and basically what this is going to do is it's going to unlock pretty much anything that Metaskins does in the future. You're going to somehow gain benefit from. So, for instance, we are going to be releasing a new series of trading cards in the future, and that is going to be a holiday theme release. And you guys, anyone that has founder keys, will definitely be getting a few packs of those cards. So then you'll be able to go on and craft other avatars basically for free. And plenty of other things. The founder keys, one thing that they'll kind of play into with our play to earn style game that we're building in the sandbox. You'll be able to unlock extra goodies if you have a founder key. So yeah, that's a quick little rant on what we've developed, I guess, and where we're going. Basically, if you made it through that and you haven't fallen asleep yet, because I know it's a lot and it's kind of all over the place as far as getting an idea of how it all works together. But basically, we're just an avatar studio, and we're going to be creating avatars and wearables for the metaverse forever. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to get in now and take all that, because there's a lot coming.
Facts, bro. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I learned a couple things there that I didn't know. So.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
we've been building a while. It's been a minute. So it's coming. It's all coming together. Been talking with the sandbox for a while, basically working out our partnership and everything. So there's things in the works. So stay tuned, y'all.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely tuned in, man. I really appreciate you inviting me to come up.
Yeah.
I appreciate you also having K. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just excited. Can I play some music on the way out?
100%. You can play some music on the way out.
All right, bet, man. What we gonna do? How we gonna do it, man? Hold on. Let's see. We're gonna go. Any requests out there in the chat? If not, I got just the key. Yeah. Can y'all hear that?
No.
You hear that?
Nah. I mean, like very, very faint, but not really at all.
All right, hold on. Yeah, that joint is hard, bro. Oh man. Let me I'm gonna see you the link, bro. I'm obviously not technically set up yet, so I'll drop you that link, man. We can get out of here. You put that on the exit screen. We have a good time, man. I love y'all, Sam fam. I really appreciate y'all. Hip hop, the metaverse, bro. Shout out Andy Ritchie. Shout out Lucas is right.
Hey, low.
Shout out
Dead deep. Wicked in you.
And Reddit, I was like, did they mean
Dark
never?
on.
Key.
Did they mean
Coach Duke.
forever?
Big Papa Duke. Wait,
Shout out Krafter.
Crunch. I got Alpha. Alpha 1 and Alpha 2. I got Alpha Dragons out for you. I got Toast Dew and Big Papa Duke with some Alpha. Yeah, it's a bear market, X Bamboo. Cause Champ Medici got Alpha 2. Got Panda Papa, she Alpha Blue. Some Alpha, yeah. All my dogs got Alpha. Rascal off top Alpha. Run got Touche Alpha. Lucas drop that Alpha. Ron Condad drop Alpha. Alpha chest plate, that's too alpha. Watch them kick me from the alpha lobby. I drop too much alpha. People of crypto got that alpha. Sandbox projects to look alpha. I got Panju in my wallet, cause I got Omega Alpha. Yeah. This oasis in the desert. Sandman, damn, I invested. Ledger understand, I protect it. Metaverse bands and I stretch it. I got Alpha. Alpha 1 and Alpha 2. I got Alpha Dragons out for you. I got Toast Dew and Big Papa Duke with some Alpha. Yeah, it's a bear market, X Bamboo. Cause Champ Medici got Alpha 2. Got Panda Papa, she Alpha Blue. Some Alpha. cash I'm stacking. Got more numb pads than Cyber Dragon. Yeah, crypto cash I'm stacking. Shout out OG Cyber Dragon. All city walls I'm tagging. Only sandbox dev out here rapping. Not a better verse in the metaverse, but a megaverse. And I'm handsome, dance on hand one, get that. He crunches to get this 6-pack. Bad crypto chick with a big fat. Got a condo view, it's a big flat. Can't get these keys, you can get that. Second alpha pass, I was climbing mad. Did you get that? Migrating the polygon, skip gas. Game making with no code, skip class.
YouTube.
What do we got?
Rasul Elder is our second winner of the Wizard of Green's Lucky Hat NFT here on this show.
This oasis in the desert, Sandman, damn, I invested. Legend understand, I protect it. Metaverse bands and I stretch it. I got Alpha, Alpha 1 and Alpha 2. I got Alpha Dragons out for you. I got Toast Do and Big Papa Duke. We some Alpha. Yeah, it's a bear market, axe bamboo. Cause Champ Medici got Alpha 2. Got Panda Pop and she Alpha Blue. Some Alpha. Real girl.eth got that alpha. Pastel dropped that alpha. Natalie about that alpha. Who's a club that's alpha? I said, yeah. Sandbox about to drop that alpha. Season 3, that's alpha. Game DZ, he dropped that alpha. Help you find your alpha. Yeah. Necrobama, Con drop alpha. Sand Rush drop that alpha. What up? Total Hill, drop that alpha. You want alpha? Yeah. She got alpha, want some alpha. She's an alpha. Yeah. All these sandbags stop the flood. You need some alpha. Yeah.
Get excited. Have some fun.
Yeah.
Conrad,
You got it.
Conrad, I feel like we've been having some fun today, despite all the technical difficulties.